Evelyn Cormier recently introduced her new boyfriend Harrison Holland, and there's plenty to learn about the 90-day fiancé alum. Evelyn's post-show romance timeline with her ex, David Vazquez Zermeno. The 27-year-old David from Granada, Spain, had come across a video of teenage Evelyn singing a Christian worship song. Her beautiful voice and their shared faith inspired David to send a photo of himself to Evelyn. When he did, he mentioned that they had a mutual friend. The two then started exchanging messages. When Evelyn finally met David in person, she fell for the good-natured Christian man. However, in 2023, things are a lot different for Evelyn and David. Evelyn's now a 24-year-old with a brand new man. Earlier this month, Evelyn posted sweet selfies with her partner Harrison and told her Instagram followers that, although she likes keeping her personal life mostly private, it was hard for her to keep her joy to herself. Therefore, Evelyn confirmed that the man in the photos was her new boyfriend. Evelyn's supporters celebrated her new relationship, especially since her last one was, according to her, troubled. David came to the U.S. in 90 Day Fiancé Season 5, which meant that he and Evelyn had to get married within 90 days, or he'd have to go back to Spain. David and Evelyn's relationship was pretty tame compared to the other couples in the franchise, but their age gap was the biggest red flag. Evelyn was just 18 years old, and David was 27. The two had been saving themselves for marriage since Evelyn and David came from religious Christian families. She wanted to wed her Spanish fiance before their one-year anniversary. Evelyn wasn't exactly a fan favorite on 90 Day Fiancé. She and David argued often. Even if David had packed his bags and moved to New Hampshire, Claremont, he preferred life in the city. However, to Evelyn, her small town was her home. Evelyn was a control freak when it came to wedding planning. She wanted the groomsmen to wear tuxedos, but David knew his friends were already spending a lot on flying to the wedding. They could have worn simpler, cheaper clothes. Regardless, Evelyn and David got married in October 2017, some 3 years after David first commented on Evelyn's Instagram. In the gallery above, Evelyn shows off her boyfriend Harrison, who has a mustache. There's also a wedding photo of Evelyn and David, whom she seems to hate now. However, her romance with Harrison wasn't destined to go the distance. In 2019, Evelyn was featured in American Idol when she auditioned for Season 17 by performing Wicked Game by Chris Isaak. Evelyn and David had moved from Claremont, New Hampshire, to Los Angeles in September 2019. She floored Katy Perry with her voice and made it through the Hollywood round to the top 14. Evelyn and David didn't make another 90 DF franchise appearance until they were cast in 90 Day Fiancé Love Games in March 2021. They were one of the 24 different couples in the spin-off. They were going strong until episode 5, in which they couldn't beat the controversial 90 Day Fiancé mother-son duo, Debbie and Colt Johnson. In March 2021, David had an accident. He was hospitalized after he was struck by a car while riding his bike to work. By then, David and Evelyn had faced constant split rumors because they were private on social media. Plus, Evelyn preferred not to wear her wedding ring in pictures. Evelyn had told people in February 2021, "It just gets annoying because, people are constantly asking if we're still together or, checking if I'm wearing my wedding ring or if I'm not wearing my wedding ring." She continued, "And I also think it's kind of a rude question to ask a married couple if they're still married." However, the people who were trying to read into everything were right after all. In November 2021, Evelyn confirmed that she decided to divorce David after prayerful consideration and counsel. Her statement to In Touch shows Evelyn saying, "I've endured mental and emotional abuse because of a passionless, sexless, and narcissistic relationship." She added, "This is a good reminder that not everything you see on social media is reality," posting 4 years after their wedding. "This is a very difficult time for me, and there is a long road of healing ahead. But I'm trusting God and the plan He has for me," said Evelyn. David completely denied those accusations. Out of his respect for the marriage that lasted 4 years, David chose not to disclose any more details. 5 months after the split announcement, Evelyn and David were officially divorced. Us Weekly reported that a judge signed the legal paperwork on April 22, 2022. It was Evelyn who'd filed for divorce in November 2021. This was the end of yet another 90-day fiancé romance, but a new beginning certainly for Evelyn and David. Evelyn looked gorgeous at her wedding, as her Facebook post shows. She added her wedding photos on August 24, 2024, choosing some scripture from the Bible to highlight the calm that she feels after the storm. Her relationship with David wasn't quite right. Now she can just be happy. While she didn't share information about her husband, he looked great in a tuxedo. They married in New Hampshire, and they both looked like models on the big day. In fact, one commenter said that the picture should be in a. On Facebook, Evelyn promotes her music career. In one post, she even thanked Screen Rant for sharing information about her songs. In 2024, after her wedding, Evelyn gave away a hand-painted t-shirt and some of her music. She talked about the giveaway while sitting in her car. She's quite open about the musical side of her life, and she's been opening up about her new marriage. However, she does seem to want to give her new husband some privacy. She doesn't tag him in posts, but maybe he's not on FB. Her husband's name is Nicholas Vogt. Evelyn introduced him on Facebook in 2024 and described him as her favorite plot twist of the year. In the clip, she wore a red beret and he smiled lovingly. These two look like they just stepped out of a Lifetime movie. They would also have been right at home on Gilmore Girls. The wholesome duo seems very happy. David's lying low this year, but his 90-day fiancé ex is really coming out of her shell.